What's up everyone, RyFX here. Today I'm going to review the Hot Toys Iron Man 2 Mark II Armor Unleashed version. This is MMS 150 and this came out a couple years back. There's a version before this. It was one of Hot Toys' first figures from Iron Man 1, where he's in that chrome armor, and then this is from Iron Man 2 where Rhodes takes that armor and then it becomes War Machine. So yeah, this is kind of like that beginning half of the movie. This is from, and up here it says Iron Man Mark II Armor Unleashed in like a chrome type finish. The box is like a gray color, and then the eyes have some chrome there, as well as the arc reactor, and right here on the arm has some chrome as well. And then we of course see the armor there. I don't believe that's the toy at all. Looks like it. Probably is. And then right here it says Iron Man 2 Mark II Armor Unleashed version, Collector's Edition, MMS 150, in that chrome finish again. Then we see part of the arm there, and we see the warnings, and then here's the same thing I said on the other side, but it's just white. And here's the top of the box, has chrome on it, and the bottom has chrome on it as well. And when we slip it out like this, and we have our window display. Then of course everything's pretty much the same, except for this right here has the cast and crew that went into it, and then we see a picture of the armor. I believe that's the toy for sure. So I guess the front was a toy as well. And then top here, and then bottom here. Now here's all the accessories that come with the figure. I'm sure you're probably wondering, what is that on the bottom? Well, that comes with it as well. It's basically a few box pieces, and it's supposed to make a table. So if you have an extra Tony Stark figure or whatever, it can look like he's working on the armor. Basically their area. And these are the only pair of hands that you get, are these fisted hands, besides the articulated ones that are on him right now. And of course there's no bulb, there's no clear area for the repulsor, just like all Iron Man figures. So they need to start doing, I think. And then we have these awesome looking uncovered armor boots here, and you could have it just where it looks like your figure is putting his foot inside or whatever, or just missing it. And then if you want to put the figure all together, just with these pieces and stuff, you just slip this in, and then you have your ball joint right there. So real nice. Love that. The amount of detail on this thing is absolutely incredible. They did an amazing job with this piece. And then on the bottom as well, you have a switch, and you can light up the feet at the bottom, which they probably should do with more Iron Man figures. It'd be real nice if you have a real big display. Then I'll show you the other side. There's a little bit of articulation, but not much. It's all the same. And then you get a missing head, or just the armor part of the head with nobody in it. So it looks more like he's working on just the armor. And then down here, this area does not have where the light will pierce through. So if you're wondering if this lights up on the inside, it's not going to light up at all. And then there's magnets right there, so you could place his mask on. And real nice detail on the inside as well. And then you could do that. Real nice touch. And we have another mask as well. It's the same thing. It's really no different than the other mask. But on this one we have our Rhodes head. Looks just like Don Cheadle. Real nice. Because in Iron Man 2 he kind of stole it, I guess. Real nice paint job on this whole armor. Just giving it that chrome look. Now here's the Mark II Armor Unleashed armor. This thing, the paint just is amazing. It has that chrome finish look, and just the detail on this guy is beautiful. I've always loved the Mark II in the first movie, as well as the second one, but it looked the best in the first movie. But yeah, just loving this guy. The paint is absolutely beautiful. It's another awesome armor that Hot Toys has produced, and I would like to see them do a die-cast version. I think doing a die-cast version will look great for this armor. Absolutely fantastic. And it's still quite up there with the newer Iron Man figures. Very impressive in detail and everything. The only problem is that the arc reactor shines a little bit too bright, and the eyes, they don't diffuse the light too well. That is a big issue, unfortunately, with this armor. Now here's the close-up look to the armor Mark II. You just see a better look at the paint on this thing. Just beautiful, and all the detail, all the machine work, at least looking machine work. Yeah, and then these flaps come up the back. So when he's trying to stop or whatever, just those fly up, which is real cool. And you have several switches which control different things. The switch to turn on the arc reactor is right there, and then you have a different switch for the head, which is right there. Nice detail on this guy. Very, very nice. It's too bad the arc reactor is just too bright. Look at that. So your batteries are going to die pretty fast with this. And then here it's just really bad. And the face mask on this head, it doesn't come off. Now let's move down. Amazing piece. And then down here, all that. Right here he has a like a missile type thing. If I could get it up. And then it opens up like this. And you can see all the machine work in there, which is a real nice touch. Loving that. It's really cool. Great, great detail. So close that back up. Like that. Very easy, very simple. Then right here you could see a little switch, and that controls his repulsor light. Real nice. And we'll move down some more. Real nice paint on the legs as well. And he has articulated fingers. Real nice touch. Too bad it didn't come with repulsor hands, because it can't bend, you know, like this, like the way I'm doing it. It could only go about to there instead of like this. So he's not meant to do the repulsor type hand, unfortunately. So go around some more. Real nice detail all over this thing. Crazy. And we'll move down to here. And in here you see all the machine work on the inside. Very nice touch. Does it on the other side as well, which is really cool. And goes in. Just a lot of nice touches on this armor. Looks so clean. Absolutely amazing. I've always been impressed with this armor for the years I've had it. One of my favorites, for sure. And he has some articulation on the lower half of his leg there. Real cool. Now we'll do some articulation in the head. That's about as low as he goes, right there. And then as far up as he goes. Can't get it back any more than that. So very limiting in the head. And then if you turn it this way, it's about all he goes. Seems like I can't get him any more than that. And then for here, that's about it as well. So yeah, fortunately. And then for the upper chest, there's nothing there. It's not gonna happen. And for the waist, he has some twist, which is real nice. And for shoulder articulation, goes around there. That's about it. And then he has some bicep swivel. Could do a full 360 actually, this bicep. And then for shoulder, you do a full 360. And down like that. It's about all he goes. And out right there. It's about all he could do. It's actually not too bad. And then elbow articulation, it's about as far back as he goes. And then he does about a 90-degree angle almost. But this isn't straight enough, so make up whatever degrees you think he's going at. There. And of course, wrist articulation is about the same. There's no real bend to it. It's just gonna have some swivel. Then of course I already explained the finger articulation. Very similar to other Iron Man figures. And then leg articulation, he's gonna have some in and a little bit of out, not much compared to the new Iron Man figures. And then forward, it's about there, not much, and then back about there, so not much at all. And then for knee articulation, he has 2 points in the knee almost, and could do 90-degree angle to his knee. And then foot articulation, go down like that, and then up to there. And he has some toe articulation, which is pretty cool. The Mark II stands around 12 3/4 inches, and then with the stand, he stands around 14 inches. So at the end of this review, I gotta say, they did a great job with this armor. It's a beautiful armor. The amount of detail they put in everything from the legs to all the insides of the armor, really incredible. Just all that detail is really awesome. And to give the table, where you can make it look like he's being worked on, it's a great touch, magnificent touch. They give you the Rhodes head sculpt / Don Cheadle head sculpt, which is a nice touch. They give you 2 stands, which I wish they still did. The unfortunate part is you're missing a repulsor hand, so you're not going to have that bend, unfortunately, which this is missing. And you get an extra head that's empty, which is really cool. And the paint job on this guy and just that level of detail, really awesome. They did a magnificent job with that. I'm very happy with it. I forgot to mention the table I got kind of came damaged. Not sure if anyone else has had that problem. That's quite an unfortunate thing. It's just like the way it was. Hot Toys wasn't really willing to replace it when I got it, so I was kind of stuck with it. And yeah, that's the only bad part. This is kind of feels, I guess, cardboard ish or something like that. And yeah, it didn't come perfect. Like, you could see a big old line right there. I took this out of the package like once before this review, and it was all like this. I didn't even actually use it or anything. I remember it just being like that. So yeah, really unfortunate. But this came out for $240 when it was first released, which was probably one of the most expensive armors as far as the Mark Edition armors. They came out the Ironmonger, I believe, around the same time, and yeah, that would have been the most expensive thing from Iron Man. But as far as the Mark armors at that time, this was the most expensive one. And even by today's standards, that's still kind of up there in terms of price. But of course, you're not going to get as much accessories and as much detail for that price today. So I think that was a great price. Even though this came damaged, I believe this is still awesome. One of my favorite armors from the movie. I guess it's that color that attracts me, I suppose, and just all the detail. Yeah, it's absolutely worth it. It's a great piece. I highly recommend it. So yeah, that's my review on the Hot Toys Iron Man 2 Mark II Armor Unleash. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye bye.
If you enjoyed that video, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1.